Yep, we're up. Hey guys, I'm just gonna try something new today and just hop right into it. So, last time, Sayaka died. Now, we need to figure out who killed her. And we had a few hints. Yes, we are on. Now, I remember I need to go to the garbage room, I believe it was. Oh, Byakuya.
Very strange.
So, why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if you want to say it's the absolute truth. You're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? Surprise noises. The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She's dead because of me. Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then yeah. Leon, do you know anything?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? The nameplate? This is my room, isn't it? Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. So it was switched. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. The nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? Yes, they were. I thought that would have been obvious at this point. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay. Boomy, you got anything? Very strange. Mr. Naegi, what was Miss Maizono doing in your room? Let me just say this. Are you gonna be a creep again? I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Right, that's where we were heading. Do you really think I'm guilty? Yeah. I mean, things aren't looking up for you, buddy. I am going the right way, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Trash room. There's a sturdy gate here. No way to get past. Hey, Monokuma! It's the end of the line! The trash room! This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No! No entry beyond this point! Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Just repeating what they're saying. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
Only the person on cleaning duty? Yep. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Yeah. Cleaning duty has been added. What's this? There's a hatch on the floor. The door won't budge. It must be locked. Oh, sweet. Monokuma coin. Anything else? Is that over there? Oh, it's just a camera. Will I get a Monokuma coin again? Goes behind this. What the hell do they want from us? Yeah, no, I think we're done here. Yeah, sleepy area. So we have to find who is on cleaning duty. Do we also have to look back in Saika's room? Let's go see Hifumi again, maybe he knows. He's on cleaning duty. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go.
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it into the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key? What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words,
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Also, rotating makes it harder to dispose of evidence, basically. That must be why. If everyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear, and things would become boring. But boring? My question is, can you dispose of a body in the trash room? Let's say you're on cleaning duty. Could you technically drug someone and then drag their body into the trash room, just incinerate them? What would happen in that case? Would Monokuma tell people? Because I'm assuming they're not just gonna find the body. Anyway, more important than that.
hey, you bastard!
Hey fatty, why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it. To get rid of something?
Is it, like...
Ugh, no, that's even worse. You want to dig through all the girls' trash, looking for, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D, then turn to...
Completely unforgivable.
I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi. Since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask of you. What? So now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Oh, sweet, so I don't have to walk. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living, or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Hifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then it opens!
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi,
Without a doubt.
surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? Shouldn't you have thought about that before you opened the gate? You fiend! You planned this all along! No! I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. So this is the incinerator? Yeah, this is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. 30 feet. I don't know how big that is. My country doesn't use the metric system. Metric? Imperial? I think it's actually imperial system. Whatever, we don't use feet. We use centimeters and meters. Ah, and it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off the last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hifumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No. You said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Ah, yes. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. Hold on. I'm gonna quickly look up how long is 30 feet? 30 feet to meters? 9.144 meters is 30 feet. That's quite a ways, actually. But how is that possible? Incinerator has been added to the truth bullets section of your notebook. Sorry, I'm just getting the chat back up on my phone. Right. Oh, let's look at the buttons first. The green button turns it on, and the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems, anyway. That's it. Let's look at the ball. There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps?
Is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it, and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Is that a reference to some sort of anime or game? I don't know. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. Hagakure? Hero? They should all still be in the gym. I'd better go and find out for sure. Shadow Crystal Ball has been added to the truth bullet section. There's one other thing to look in here. Oh wait, we've got to talk to Hifumi as well. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Looks like a burnt piece of something. With blood on it. A burnt piece? Like a hunk of burning love? No. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth. It looks like a piece of cloth. And the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with bite button-ups. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth section. Truth bullet section. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Naegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Probably. Yeah, so it's only Hifumi we need to talk to. Hey, Mr. Naegi, you seem a little down. Huh? Really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime. I've got all... Really? I've got all kinds of smart, stuff that might help you cheer up. Creepy laugh. That was useless. Talking to him, that is. Now, where else did we need to go? Oh, right, gym. Can I just teleport? Map. Oh, they physically show you where you need to go. So, I need to go to Saika's room. And the dining hall. I mean, we might as well finish up here before we head to the gym to speak to Hiro. So we need to go on the one that's labeled Makoto, but is actually Sayaka's. Oh right, this is for the DVD. So trash can. Trash can, there it is. There can only be one thing in the trash can. Yep, the DVD with Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. I wonder, what did she see? It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. No, which means we also need to go to the AV room to watch the DVD. Which is not here. So dining room was the other place we need to go, according to the map that is. And I believe Matt also said Aoi is in here. Hina. Let's talk to you. Do you have any clues? Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. So you haven't done anything. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Oh! So she wasn't in her room at the time. Can I get a Monokuma coin from the clock? I wonder if there's a time limit on the investigation. Well, doesn't matter. Either way, I need to move as fast as I can. I've said I should be in here, so I'm guessing kitchen is the place I need to go. Oh, right, the knife in her stomach. There it is. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or... I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Kitchen knife set has been added to the Truth Bolt section of your handbook. No. Leave the kitchen, yes. Now that we know the knife's missing, I wonder if Aoi has any more info. Or is she just gonna repeat the same thing? Because she said she was in here the night Sayaka was killed. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. A knife just suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So, when did you notice one of them had disappeared? Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to watch my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall and someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Well, she was in the dining hall, then she should have seen whoever did come and take it. Hey, by the way, Did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not! I would never! Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
'Cause, I mean,
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing each other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Right, I think that's all the areas in this section of the school. Time to go to, the gym is one of them, I know that much. So we'll go to the gym first. Because I need to talk to Hiro. Hey Taka, do you have any info?
Listen to me.
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no. You might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget me! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ha ha ha. Forget me! Why is this tight? Gotta rattle, door won't budge, must be locked. So I'm guessing we unlock that area later. Gym! Anyone in this section we can talk to? No. Right, into the main part, I guess. We just left Junko, just lying there. Poor thing. Yasuhiro Hakakure. I just completely butchered his name then. Hey Hiro, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Hiro, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto? What are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed! What the hell?
What the heck?
I only brought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable! So, how did it break? Because it's glass. Yes, it was just made... Was it actually just made of glass? And not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? I completely forgot how much of an idiot this guy is. He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. So, can you say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. So now we've got to go to the laundry room. Thanks, Hiro. That's all I want to know. Sure. By the way, I'm always afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. Million?
Um,
That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Yeah. Alright, so laundry room it is. Can I actually just teleport from here? Map. I don't think I can. Which means I need to exit out this area and then teleport. Actually, did I miss anyone in this area? I don't think Chihiro has any ideas. Tucker. Oh wait, AV room. Is the AV room in this section? Main hall. So I've got to go to the main hall. AV room. And class 1B. Let's head to the AV room first, since that's where plot is. And then we'll go into the main hall to talk to Celeste before the classroom talking to Toko. AV room. Here we are again. Leave. That's it. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Psycho threw in the garbage. I sat down from the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then... an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Saika! Saika. She was there, along with the friends she was there, along with the friends she had said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. Except that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For
She does look
these
pretty.
girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
What's the dark turn? Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Psycho had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls, who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, Everyone on the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
I can't talk to anyone else.
The long-awaited class trial!
Bummer. I was actually quite curious to what Psycho had to
Now
say.
then,
Not
allow me
Psycho.
to present
Psycho
your
is the dead one.
for the proceedings.
I meant Celeste.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Am I just gonna be teleported? Yeah. I'm just checking the time, don't worry. You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! I bet you was afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So, they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Psycho both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Psycho. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Should I just go, I guess? Yeah. I don't think I really have anything to say to them.
Well,
Let us begin.
yes, indeed.
Oh, I could have talked to Celeste then, damn it. Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Dakota.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Psycho's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Psycho's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunky sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Into the courtroom! No! You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude, shit.
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, okay. Everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now! Hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer the tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Yes. Yes, I want to overwrite. Thank you. Ugh. So, open e-handbook. I might go over truth bullets just to be sure I know what I'm talking about. What was the time of death again? Was it 1:30 a.m.? Estimate, yeah, 1:30. The Kodo storm took place in the bathroom. The cause of death is a stab wound to the abdomen. Her right wrist appears to have been fractured. I know there's evidence of a struggle. That's unopened. It's quite clean. It's got glitter on it. It's fractured. 11037. Nameplate has been swapped. Aoi was in the dining room. Gotta remember that. While the door was closed before everything happened. Okay. Do I have any skills? Scrolling. Melodious voice. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Affected during the bullet time battle, costs 3 SP. So I'm guessing I have that equipped. That's the only one I have. Finished preparations. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
There's a lot of, I believe the entire class trial, it's all voiceover, so I'll be mainly quiet during this.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
I will be trying to, like,
then I'll punish everyone besides the
what is it?
Pelican, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
I'll be trying to, like, speak about my thought process.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Please,
Okay,
just stop
but
hitting me.
what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Alright, here we
First
go.
up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. The first non-stop debate is about to begin. Yes, I'd like to hear more. It's been a while. As things progress during each trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Right. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be located into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button. Is that it? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press escape during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, let's do this. Make your arm evidence of a struggle. Okay. So that's the only truth bullet I have.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
We know that.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Do I hit that?
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Oh no. That's where I have to hit. Ah, completely missed. Something's off, yes. For this first phase, you'll take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot someone or refute someone's lies or contradictions, argument will repeat in a different color. Yes, I did. A potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. Okay. These three spots are really important, although not always inaccurate sections of a person's statement. The truth bullets are only effective against alright. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. You can fast forward an argument by holding down the control key. Perfect. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss. Yeah, we know that part already.
They sound like Nightcore.
In the bathroom.
Like, you know when people used to
Most likely that the killer
fast
must have
forward
taken her by surprise
and
while she was in the bathroom.
put the pitch up on music. They sound like that when they're talking. Come on, hit please. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Sayaka and the
Between
killer?
Sayaka and the killer,
Yeah.
of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so
Well, Chihiro wasn't there, so...
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
More water, keep hydrated. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. It was the kitchen knife, because the abdomen, the stab to the abdomen. Yep.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Yes, it was a knife.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
The Monokuma file also said that she was
Killer
killed.
used some random knife they had on her.
Yeah, the Monokuma file said she was. The fatal blow was a stab to the abdomen by a sharp object, which was the knife.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon
Sorta?
sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Well, I am the protagonist of the game, so yes, I cannot be the killer. She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn. Do you want to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. Readjust on the chair. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. So controls the fast forward, space is to slow down. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Thank you, narrator. I always count. So there'll be something about the dining room, no one being there.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Well, someone must have.
He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
It was in the dining hall. Oh, he was.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So, you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
But the real question is now, who did?
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did, and it helps us a lot.
Anyway,
Thank you.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way!
But if Hina's the killer, how did she get into the room?
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
You didn't mention that.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Yes, best go.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So,
Which is where the plot hole comes in with Al, with switching rooms.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's
Oh, Taka.
unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
The killer?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here, are you talking about?
Sayaka.
Yeah, Sayaka.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... It would have been Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Yes.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Now the real question is, why?
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
But if it was used for self-defense, she was sleeping in your room, which had the display case sword in it, which you originally got for self-defense, which she gave to you because she's like, oh, I won't use it.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No,
Why are you blushing?
You're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we
Switching the
unravel that little
nameplates?
mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Missing? Was it the hair thing? The lint roller? The first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Absolutely! Yes, please. As things advance, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. Playing this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches zero, if you run out of time, you will fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. It was dirt, hair, dust, whatever the thing is. If we can just figure out what that something is. God, I really do love the music in this game. So 4 letters. It'll be hair. Come on, please move, thank you. Hair. Oh, so laggy. I need to update my computer. Like physically upgrade it.
That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
We found it in my bathroom. Sayaka was there.
Does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
I'm not the killer!
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Oh, is it the door? Because I know about the door to the bathroom.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the
Did.
killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Because the doorknob was broken.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the doorknob. The object that the killer broke. Down, down, down. Where's the doorknob? Sayaka's wrist time message. Bathroom door frame. Bathroom doorknob. Enter.
I got it!
Yes.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
They like take pictures of these to use in the trials.
True. But what does it mean?
Because I mean, Chihiro and Hiro weren't actually at the scene.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
There's also the rule, or not really the rule, the fact that only the girls' rooms have locks on the bathrooms.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. So now we have to use our brains! Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. So, if I remember correctly, what we're trying to solve is, why would I need to break my own lock in the room? And what I've currently come up with is because I don't... First off, Makoto is a boy. He plays Makoto. The boys' rooms don't have locks. I also know about the door frame since Monokuma told me. So we're gonna need to look for something along those lines of the door was locked, or actually I think that's it. I just need to search for something that has something to do with locked doors, and I have to refute it with the door frame bullet, right? Make your argument. Yeah, the bathroom door frame, so something about locks.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yeah.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
I guess.
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Is that it?
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
No, I feel like I'm being way too quiet considering I'm streaming. But it's like, I know when other people are playing games and they talk over voiced lines, I personally don't like it because I want to hear the characters' voices.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplates were swapped? The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. So they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was that the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific...
Feels like too much of an overreaction on Hifumi's part.
What the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening.
That is a definite possibility.
Just say it.
So
It's
the
true.
killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, no, it's not, considering everyone dies.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question. Oh, you...
We still haven't figured out how the killer got into the room.
You gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Aren't the doors like tamper-proof? Which means they'd have to be let in.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I'm pretty sure we found it in the
I think
room.
so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because Sayaka was afraid? Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Nice account, trash duty, incinerator vet, the shirt. Switching rooms?
I got it!
Yep.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Unless she was lying. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? My voice has just got even more terrible.
I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
It's
I know you
murder.
have to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
But does it actually work?
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
I'm actually curious now. Like, how effective is that?
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Didn't the note literally say Psycho at the bottom?
So, Makoto, did you write this?
I guess you could have faked it.
I didn't.
But of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
The real killer?
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure
Doubtful.
anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, another debate. So dorm nameplates is my bullet. Something about the rooms then?
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to,
Was Sayaka's room.
it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note,
They would have gone to Sayaka's room, but the nameplates would change.
then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Is that the right? Yep.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
What is that? Oh, cute. Couple of sparrows playing.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Yep.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Nope.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Sayaka. The only other person who knew we had switched rooms. Sayaka.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was
Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Specifically calls out the nameplates.
Tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Which is some sort of struggle. Hit herself in the bathroom. Killer broke the doorknob to get in and stabbed her.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Yes.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Well, we know her we know her wrist got fractured and the wrist had a bit of gold on it, so it has something to do with the gold sword.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh
Yep.
yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt there is gold on it. Sayaka's wrist. Is that it?
I got it.
Yep. I always get nervous in that little
Take a good
pause.
Look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yep.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
She defended herself?
She got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
But that does explain why Sayaka had the knife.
Solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death. That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn. Yes, I would like to learn more. Again, used to, yes. Starting with the next debate, you'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. So more logic on my part. You'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the QT to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. I'll probably use the mouse wheel. By the way, the logic difficulty set to kind for your bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. That is mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Am I still in the frame? Yeah, I'm still in the frame. Cool. Replica sword sheath. Replica sword. The sheath because it's got a gash in it?
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
Maybe?
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
I might just watch this through.
The culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Is that right there? Was it the first one? If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out,
The fighting broke out.
the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when
True.
the first blow was dealt.
We can, yes?
Sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Is it the knife? Or is it the sheath? I feel like a total idiot. Let's try the knife.
The culprit grabbed the and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No. So the question we have to answer is, how did Sayaka get her wrist fractured? So the killer walks into the room. But how did the fight break out? Where did the killer get? There's no way the killer would have known the sword was in there. I need to think about it. Yeah. I'll run it through again. So I have kitchen knife set, replica sword, and replica sword sheath.
The culprit grabbed the sword.
Culprit grabbed the sword.
And that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
But you'd have to get the sword out of the sheath first.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
Is it the sword sheath with the first one?
And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, please don't let this be the death of me. If the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation for how certain part... Oh, so it is the sword sheath.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the... And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yeah, that is right.
No, it's wrong.
It's kind of embarrassing how long that took me to figure out. Because yeah, if you're grabbing the sword, you have to take it out of the sheath in order to attack.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
I don't think dropping the sheath would
If you were going
put
to
that scratch
attack
on
with
there.
the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Which means Sayaka made the first move.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself.
It's a bit too much, blitz of logic there.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body...
Oh, the palms. Which sort of Harvey boy would you have to touch? It would have had to touch her palms, and yet they were clean, except for some blood.
You're talking about her palms, right?
Part of me thinks I'm over-explaining, but I'm literally just saying what's running through my mind.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Touch it, and gold gets on you.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
It's nighttime, which means the water shut off.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off of her hands because the water's turned off. There's a certain regulation, the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't showered here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka. The one who damaged the sheath would have had to have been the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Well, she certainly had the motive, because we know how much she loved her pop group. She loved being the ultimate pop sensation, I guess.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
Mouse, please work. Thank you.
On you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
You're simping too hard to notice.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But
sorry, me yawning.
The target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the
I haven't
target
been
knew she had
sleeping
switched
too well
rooms,
lately.
they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
But wouldn't that be a he said, she said situation? Like, literally?
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then, had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
So who did she plan to murder?
Hold on. That can't be true. Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
So who did she invite to the room?
Awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Silence.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Is there really nothing left though? Oh, the dying message. 11037? I think it was? Yeah, 11037.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Dying message is a clue.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes, because she had a bit of blood on her index finger. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
There's a bit of a smudge between the ones.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Because of the smear, like an N.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
So who do we know has 4 letters in their name that ends with an N?
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
I already know who the killer is, by the way.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So,
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. It is... Is he this way? Leon!
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around,
It says Leon.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
Yes. You're looking kind of sus there, buddy.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Why would she write your name out of all others' names?
Random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Because I'm guessing she wrote it just as she was dying. Like, she's already been stabbed, and now she's just taking the blood and
And as
writing.
a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Is T-shirt? The evidence that Leon trying to get rid of. It's the thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Yep, T-shirt. Chakra Squall. Burnt shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
That would also explain how the doorknob got, broken. Because only the boys have the toolbox. The toolbox.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
Sure. And Psycho could have just written down a random name, granted.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where it was disposed of, that was in the incinerator room. When it was disposed of, it would have been during the night. How it was disposed of? Is it how?
I got it!
Yep.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one
Granted,
with the
it's
key
9
was
meters.
the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Debate again? Debate again. The shattered crystal ball. So it was thrown.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
No.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was
Ifumi.
the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Is that it? You'd have to get close. No, because you can throw it.
No, that's wrong.
That's 9 meters.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
The full $2 million glass ball.
It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was to throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
Yeah.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
For 9.144 meters.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
If you're a baseball player, yes.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because they're the ultimate baseball star. It's Leon!
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Ow.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
So I gotta piece it all together now.
Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument. I remember the closing argument. I'm probably gonna regret not reviewing it again. Stop. Finish the thoughts. So... we're starting from the beginning. So killer comes to the room. Psycho attacks. They grab the sword. No, they bump in to the thing. They see it. They grab it. And then they defend with it. They break the wrist. They break the wrist. Sayaka drops the knife. And then Sayaka drops the knife. Or is it... Actually, I think they come after Sayaka with the sword. Act 2. Sayaka locks herself in the bathroom. So then the killer grabs the tools to break in. They got the knife. They stab her. Sayaka writes her dying message. And as she dies there, they come back in. They pick up the lint roller to clean the scene. And when they're at the incinerator, you use the glass ball. They throw it. Turn on the incinerator. The shirt gets tied up in a ball, to which they then throw it. They leave without realizing that a piece has fallen off. Reenact.
Killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Oh, so many yawns.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Is this
During the
right?
struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Is it meant to be a knife drop? Nope. I got it right.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it.
How did she open the door with a fractured wrist?
Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Mm-hmm.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
I'm surprised it didn't get smeared when she fell.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
Part of me wonders what would have happened if he just completely missed.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
And he left.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
When does the toolbox come in? Because we had that in one of our truth bullets.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Literally everything we just said. Though, to be fair, it is all circumstantial. But there's really, out of a class of 15, there's really no one else who could. Especially when 2 of them are now dead.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Is this the toolbox? Or what other evidence do we have that proves he did it? Because we don't have, like, the note. We didn't go to his room. We know Saika's motive for wanting to kill Leon, which was her video. I think it's the toolbox. The first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. Oh, these ones, it's the rhythm. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB-BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll go into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Rhythm game time. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute the statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. So judging from the little emote there,
From the doorknob. They didn't use anything from your room to do it.
I'm pretty sure it's a toolbox that we need to use.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to read the scrolls. Yeah, that would have been their toolbox. Could have been...
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay, tempo time. Rhythm game. See if I can do this. So right to lock on.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Shut up.
Oh, come on. I am horrible at rhythm games, if you can't tell.
You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I'm going to turn the overlay off.
It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
No! Oh, I hate... I'm usually very good at rhythm games. But when it's a mouse... Well then, class tries officially turn. Time to reveal who's the black end. Poohoo. Yeah, just sentence me already. One with most votes, it's Makoto. Which doesn't make sense. But Makoto is not the black and too bad. Looks like the real killer gets to graduate. Congratulations to them. On the other hand, everyone else will be fun at it. What'd you say? Give it... Yes, please. Yes. I can't give out now. I am not leaving until I get the stupid ball time. BTB. No. No, I've already done it. And I'm already sad.
They didn't instead. They must have used something that belonged to them.
I'm gonna keep my overlay off, so I can't actually see the chat at the moment. They use something of their own. Yes, we know it's a toolbox. Let's just get to it. Let's try this again. Let's do this. We can do this. Concentrate.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking.
The lag is not helping.
Here's your proof.
Have we got it? Did we do it? Ugh. No. So I'm meant to lock on with the right mouse and then click the left. But the lag! Okay, let's just fast forward to all this. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
I won't give up either. Not all. So I meant to click the right in time.
The screws from the doorknob. They didn't
Let's do this again! Oh, this is gonna be fun to rewatch. The moment of truth. Let's try it.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
I think I'm doing it right this time.
Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Right, left, right,
Not a
left,
chance!
right, left,
It
right.
wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I'm just going right, left, right, left.
Chance.
Finally, we made it!
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Oh, finally! That took me way longer than it should have.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Oh, overlay can come back on. There we go.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Just give up, Leon.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
You're looking stupid.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Poor Leon. Court result. Let's see how horrible I did. A. Is it gonna be like C or D for the bullet time battle? C, yeah. Oh, so close to being a straight A student. Sorry. Yes! Got Monokuma coins.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have
Yep.
a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen
Yippee.
as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's Leon. Do I have to like select him again? No, sweet. The slot machine of death. Uh-oh! Looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata. Shock silence.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
Do you expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because what if we came up with really is the truth? Then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now, we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck in here! The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends, to have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka, I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Honestly, I don't think so. It probably wasn't until after she saw the video that she's like, yeah, I have to get out. I guess I'll never know. Of course, that's my own personal headcanon theory thing. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing around with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
In other words, execution!
You mean execution?
Oh yeah.
Wait a second!
Ugh, this is gonna be one of the most brutal executions I've seen in the entire Danganronpa series. And it's first one out of that. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him! Swa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh! Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there is nothing more unethical than unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come on.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Ooh, here we go. Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for Leon Kawata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got.
It's punishment time!
No!
This one it's brutal. Time for punishment. And as per usual, the music is amazing. Like even this section would hurt. Ugh. Let's hope the first one kills him. Well, they obviously don't. But yeah, this would be really painful. so traumatizing if it was real. Well, at least it didn't last long. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What? What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. Evil laughter.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear?
Well...
So why are you putting on an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey!
Oh, that was an awful voice. It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put on a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying, what I'm saying, quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. Bye, Monokuma. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Saika, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Saika betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Saika meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Saika would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends, Saika and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their depths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Saika, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So, instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations of you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Saika? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1! Yay! We finished Chapter 1! Surviving students. 12. 3 got knocked down in 1 chapter. To be continued. Sweet. Well then. I am going to save and end the stream. I hope you've all enjoyed. Next time we will be beginning chapter 2. I will try to do it Saturday at around 1 PM. Well, Saturday in Australia, 1 PM. Well, thanks for joining me. See you later.